Over the Christmas holidays, I got talking about games over a few beers with some people who fall into the more casual side of the gamer spectrum. Inevitably, we got talking about Nintendo's new console they had just started to hear about, and were kind of intrigued, but one question they had, which I hear a lot, is Zelda and Mario look great, but what else is there? It's a fair question from an occasional gamer. Nintendo's TV campaign is understandably focused on their big hitters, but anyone who's had the Switch for a long time will tell you there's so much more out there to fall in love with. What follows is my personal choices for games to play after Zelda and Mario. Some are exclusive, some aren't, but all of them are an outright joy to play on Nintendo's hybrid. What better way to start an alternative games to Mario and Zelda list than an unapologetic rip-off of Zelda: A Link to the Past. An imitation it may be, but it's a damn good imitation, and plays very nearly as well as its inspiration. Its USP here is the game is set up as a story being told to a couple of kids by their grandpa, so every now and then a dialogue box will pop up to narrate what is currently happening in the game. And as far as original ideas go, that's about it. This is basically Zelda. Bomb walls, shoot arrows, fling a boomerang, explore an overworld and use a treasure found in a dungeon to defeat the Les boss. It's staggering that such a blatant clone of Zelda would be okayed by Nintendo for their own platform, but it mimics the legend in all the places that matter, and any Zelda fan will find a great adventure to be had here. Gorogoa is a puzzle game that took 7 years to make by just one man, Jason Roberts. With just one look, it's easy to see why, with the beautifully hand-drawn art and animation jumping out at you almost instantly. But where Gorogoa really shines is in having just one good idea and executing it perfectly. Your screen is split into 4 tiles and some or all contain pictures which you can zoom into, zoom out of, break into layers, drag around, and by changing certain perspectives, create new worlds and pathways for your protagonist to navigate. The way it all melds together is incredibly elegant. The puzzles aren't too hard, and some answers you'll just discover by playing around. If you're looking for a unique puzzle experience, then look no further than Gorogoa. Sport is pretty high up on my list of things I personally don't care about, but this strange pairing of golf and RPG works phenomenally well. Golf Story is a typical underdog tale of an amateur golfer wanting to be the best of all time. It's a done-to-death story, but the dialogue here is written extremely well, with lines that will even get a chuckle out of you from time to time. Golf Story has buckets of personality. The animated speech bubbles really make the writing pop and do a tremendous job of conveying the merry tone of the game. And this is a game, a fully fledged RPG. You need money to get better equipment and experience points to level your stats. You just happen to play golf together this currency, rather than fight monsters. It's a great little romp and highly recommended to anyone, regardless of your affinity for golf. Here we have another labour of love from just one man. Stardew Valley is a farming sim heavily inspired by old Harvest Moon games. A farming sim at heart, but with social aspects, fishing, light combat, it has something here for everyone. This is a highly addictive game, and the casual, laid-back ambience makes it somewhat of a zen-like experience. Stardew Valley has no end goal, no target or set destination, you just make it what you want. There is an underlying mystery to solve in the town, but you can just focus on getting married or making huge profits from fishing or growing vegetables. Stardew's addictive nature make it a perfect match for the Switch and its portability. Just make sure you got the time to invest. Once Stardew grabs you, it's hard to stop. Right up there with golf on the list of things I don't care about is cars and football. It's just as well then that Rocket League doesn't require you to like either. If you somehow don't know by now, Rocket League is basically football played by cars. Where Rocket League shines is in how quickly you can learn the basics, enough to get you in and having fun, matching you with players of a similar skill, but it really is an easy to learn, hard to master game. You'll very quickly feel yourself getting better with each game as you get a handle on the game's physics. You'll shout, laugh, cry, and after the 5 minutes is up, you'll search for another match straight away. The game is supported well and often has new arenas and game modes added. The short length of games is perfect for portable, and to be able to play a 2-player split screen game whilst waiting for your Nando's to arrive at your table is a novelty I don't think will ever wear off for me. Thanks again for your time, and I hope you enjoyed the list. There's so much on the Switch and so many great games. It would take a top 30 list for me to talk about them all. So what are your favourite Switch games? Let me know in the comments, give us a cheeky subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Till up.